Cross River State Ministry of Environment commences commemoration of World Day with planting of trees and visit to erosion sites. Residents of Calabar commend strides of Governor Otu in culture and tourism after 1 year in office. Plus, effective information management entrepreneurship dominate discourse at Student Leaders Conference in Calabar. Details shortly. It's nice to have you on NTA News. I am Paul Abel. Now the news in details. As part of activities lined up to mark the 2024 World Environment Day, the Ministry of Environment, led by the Commissioner Moses Osogi, with students, have planted trees in some designated locations in Calabar. Correspondent completes the report. With the theme of this year's World Environment Day, land restoration, desertification, and drought resilience, the Commissioner opined that people must care for the environment to mitigate the effects of negative human activities and that of climate change.
And we've been embarking on tree planting rigorously to check a whole lot of environmental problems. Today in the world, we are aware of the importance of trees, especially the climate change issues the world over. So the symbol of this tree planting is to a kind of align with what the government of the day is. The governor is not taking this climate change situation for granted. That is why he had supported, empowered Ministry of Environment to buy as much as 1 million trees. And so we started with 5,000 for today, and that's what we'll be doing from now till when we exhaust the number of trees that the governor had paid for.
The symbolic tree planting along Jonathan bypass and visit to erosion site gave students and other stakeholders the practical opportunity to appreciate and care for the environment.
As a ministry that is saddled with the responsibility of taking care of environment, and with the support our sweet prince, the governor of Cross River State, the people's governor has given to this ministry, we have deemed it necessary to start with tree planting today. We're going to have a study, a talk on how to restore the place, on how to apply drought resilience when we have drought in the environment.
We have come out today for World Environment Day to practically showcase what it is to take care of our environment, to bring out trees, because at the end, God wants men to take care of trees.
These three issues, land degradation, land restoration, desertification, and drought resilience. Our major problem here is degradation and restoration. If you go to the north, that's the arid and semi-arid region, you have the issues of desertification and all that. So we're just going to, limit ourselves there.
The two-day event, which climaxes on 5th June 2024, World Environment Day, will feature carnival float, seminars and paper presentation to fulfill United Nations' objective to create awareness and protect the environment. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News. In commemoration of Governor Bassey Otu's 1 year in office, the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Robert Ewa, has highlighted significant contributions by the sector to the growth of the state. Miracle Edo has more.
The Commissioner commended Governor Bassey Otu's unwavering dedication and support in advancing Cross River State's cultural and tourism sector. He also highlighted the Governor's leadership and vision in promoting cultural activities. The successful hosting of various festivals and events showcasing Cross River State diverse heritage, including the popular Carnival Calabar.
Prince Otu has done tremendously well. From 2019, post-COVID era, the tourism sector suffers stagnation. And the consequences on the tourism industry in Cross River State, not just in Cross River State, in the nation, was very high. Some of you here witnessed the 2023 Carnival. It was quite explosive. You understand? If you look at the data, the influx of visitors into Cross River State was unprecedented, and there were new innovations. You can see the facilities upgrade, the infrastructure, the lightning. Today we can handle our carnival up to 3 a.m. and nothing will happen.
Some of the notable work done under this administration include the renovation and construction of essential facilities such as tourist sites, accommodation facilities, and transportation networks for indigents and visitors to explore the richness of Cross River State and to boost economic growth, while making plans to fix the Tinapa Business Resort and Agbokim waterfalls.
His Excellency has been able to change the faulty. He has been able to chase the criminals out of Cross River State. Cross River State is no longer a safe haven for criminals. 2, the infrastructure. You see a state governor paying compensation for federal roads. It's because you don't expect a tourist coming to Cross River State to Cross River. I will make a journey of about 3-4 hours in a very rocky or very bad dilapidated road. So we are improving, collaborating with federal government to ensure that the roads entering into Cross River State are good roads.
Residents in the state affirmed the positive impact of Governor Bassey Otu's contributions to the cultural and tourism sector in the state.
Culture and tourism, our governor is doing excellently well. Within this 1 year he came into office, he's doing well. By the time he completes the 4 years, I think Cross River State will become a paradise when it has to do with culture and tourism. The man is doing well. I give it to him.
Well, take a look at this present government, the governor as per Prince Otu. I can say that there is improvement in the cultural and the tourism sectors because it's doing a lot.
The commissioner and stakeholders' commitment in building on the foundation laid in the culture and tourism sector, if sustained, the people say will return Cross River to its glory days. In Calabar, Miracle Edo, NTA News.
Effective information management, embracing diversity and entrepreneurship have been identified as tools to promoting culture of service and capacity development among student leaders in the state. These were the issues that stopped discussions at a student leaders conference organized by the Office of the Special Assistant to the Governor on Student Affairs, Kelvin Ayam, in Calabar. Bernie Achibong has the report.
In order to create a learning curve and training experience for student leaders, the conference, which was the first under the umbrella of the Special Assistant Student Affairs, was held in Calabar. Government officials, academia, and in diaspora, political stalwarts and student leaders gathered for a roundtable discussion to inspire the next generation of leaders to stay relevant, creating an atmosphere for growth, impact, and community development. In a keynote address, Commissioner of Finance, Mike Odere, described leadership as a quality roll call for service. Veterans in leadership have sued for understanding, be intentional, while making education priority area as well as acquiring entrepreneurial knowledge.
No way as a leader you won't be compromising. There will definitely be trade-offs, okay? And you should be rational enough so that specific skills, personal skills leaders need to have. So you need to be rational, you need to be as educated enough and wise enough to know the truth from the lie. You need to be able to have the people skills to understand what this person's real intention. Remember I said you're going to be listening to a lot of things.
It's a way we can come together as leaders to chart a direction in the round table.
over the years, we've not had the opportunity of discussing like this as leaders across the various institutions and states. And I feel it's time we begin to discuss so we know what are the challenges across their campuses, how government can interface, how government can intervene on your cases and bring results to you.
Experts on various fields help on proactive change, effective information management, capacity building development, and cultural diversity as a source of strength and unity.
I want to, by way of encouraging the youth of Cross River State, to ask them to be resilient, to be strong, to be firm, in whatever they believe. It's defined to be the way and life of the people. And so for you to be empowered, you must be creative as a person.
The youth are the most proactive and the most entrepreneurial population that we have in this country. And a chunk of this population are students. And when you talk about student union leaders, you're indirectly speaking directly to the students who are under the leadership of their leaders. And so such a conference, it aims at reinvigorating, rejigging the leadership concept in our tertiary institutions.
Now, the young people concern themselves more with social media. They concentrate more with social media rather than concerning themselves with developing themselves. If you're involved in social media to make money from it and to develop yourself, it's fantastic. But if you're involved with social media to just see what Tiwa Savage is doing, what Davido, what song is coming out, what music, what trend in terms of clothing, what gossip is available, and so on and so forth, there's no way you can't give what you don't have. And so young people need to understand that if you must groom yourself for leadership, leadership is a very serious thing.
Participants speak.
When we listen to our leaders talk to us, so that when we go out there we can give out good impact. It's not about just being there in school and doing the things how we feel it is best.
This is an initiative of the Special Assistant to the Governor on Student Affairs, and it is a very welcome initiative. I want to thank, first of all,
the conference on the theme, Empowering Student Leaders, Fostering a Culture of Service and Capacity Development, featured presentation of scholarship, awards of excellence to deserving veterans and student leaders. In Calabar, Nta Calabar, NTA News.
Children have been advised to be obedient to the parents and elders, demonstrate the fear of God in order to receive His blessings. This was at the 30th Juvenile Harvest of the Celestial Church of Christ, Upper 8 Parish, Zonal Headquarters, Calabar. Correspondent reports. The role of children in sustenance of the future of any society organization cannot be overemphasized, and that is why the Celestial Church of Christ worldwide has designated a day to identify and celebrate children. To inculcate in the children the love for God, this harvest held at the Upper 8 Parish affords the children to take charge of the order of service, with them reading the first and second lessons as well as the message.
My son, forget not thy law, but let thy heart keep my commandment. The second Bible lesson is taken from the book of Matthew 19, verse 13 to 15.
And today marks the year God being into half. This very hour, may God bless you. Rain of blessing shall follow you.
The children were also involved in singing, playing of instruments, offering of special prayers, moderation, and presentation of a drama piece on the exploits of Mary Slessor in the preservation of twins in Nigeria.
They have hands but cannot feel, feet but cannot walk, nor can they utter a sound with their children. Our Father who art in heaven, Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. The Lord, all you servants of the Lord, who stand by night in the house of the Lord.
Stop the killing of twins. Stop the sacrifice of virgins. For God sent me to this village and said I should stop the killing of twins.
Elders and members comment on the success of the children's harvest.
Only God will bless the children and bless everyone that coming here. But from advice to the children, they didn't keep it on. They did flag. God will bless them.
All thanks to the harvest committees, all thanks to the prophet and prophetess in the church for all their efforts, and all the elders for all their efforts to make this harvest a success. And I pray, may the light of God continue to shine in our life.
They should fear God, respect their parents, and any higher authority, their older ones. They should.
My advice for the kids, for the parents, is to unveil their children to this opportunity, the weeks set aside for children.
This year is more than last year, so because this year is better, and I feel the one work of God in this harvest.
High point of the ceremony include support from church members, the thanks given by the children, as well as the cutting of the harvest cake. In Calabar, Paul Abel, Nta News. Those are the stories trending on our channel this day. Don't forget you can equally watch this newscast on various platforms of our social media, including Facebook, YouTube, and X. On behalf of the entire crew, I am Paul Abel saying, do have a great day.